School of Real Estate Champions. I'm Rita Santa Maria. I'm the owner, founder of Champions School of Real Estate, and it is my pleasure today to have two wonderful champion brokers with me. And you're going to absolutely learn so much today from these two broker owners. So let me introduce you to, first of all, we have Larry Brooks. And Larry Brooks is broker, founder of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. And I've known Larry for many years. I run into him at many functions, and this gentleman always shows professionalism and also demonstrates networking skills all day long. And I'm thrilled to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
And he hails from the Houston region. So I'm going to start out with just the first question being, when you decided to go into real estate, was there a defining moment that made you decide to do it? How did you decide to do what our students are doing right now and be in the classroom? What gave you that courage? And I'll start with Larry.
Well, I was lucky. I had a friend of mine whose family was in the real estate, and so I was exposed from the industry as seeing him be successful. He ended up leaving school about 2 years earlier than I did, and he was doing very well at 22 years old. And so I'm like, okay, well,
at 22.
At 22.
That's remarkable.
And so I was like, I want to do real estate. And so after I finished at Stephen F. Austin, I went to Stephen F. Austin University. So immediately after finishing at Stephen F. Austin, I came to Champions and took my classes. And I actually sat in the classroom, and I went through the weekend. So I was here. I was on the North Side campus.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so after getting my license, I've been in the industry 18 years. My very first career.
I love it. Your first career.
Very first career.
And what made you decide to open your own brokerage?
I've always known that I was going to do that. So from the time that I got into real estate, I always knew that I wanted to put on a suit. This was my vision, was to be able to put on a suit and say that I'm a boss, so that I am responsible for people. And so when I got into the industry, that was just my entire focus. Now, I ended up getting into the industry. At that time, there were two 100% firms. It was the Michaels Group, and there was Leger Properties. And I went with Leger Properties. And Leger Properties was such a family fit. When I started with them, it was only 25 agents, so we were we communicated a lot. And so I learned the business very well from them, and they taught me how to just really go out and do it myself. And so I just took all of the leadership skills that they gave me, and we stayed friends and they just taught me the business.
You know what I love hearing from both of you. But what do you suggest people do new into the business, and what did you do, Larry?
Get active immediately. I did a lot of networking as well, and so I networked 7 days a week, and yes, I'm including church. I did.
I think that's great.
I did, yeah, because at church, because my friends, your circle of influence, people that you come in contact with your entire life up until that point.
They trust you already.
Yes, so I need you to know what it is. I was not a secret agent, right? I let everyone know I'm doing real estate. I'm doing it full time. Who do you know that's looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate? And literally, one of the things that I tell my agents the very first time I sit down with them and we're getting ready to do our first coaching session, here's a message. I need you to say, hey guys, I just started a new career in real estate. I'm with an awesome team. Who do you know that's looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate? And I need you to say that to everyone that's in your phone, everyone that's on your social media, everyone at the gas station. You know, because I even asked them to say, let's change up your routine. Instead of paying at the pump, go inside. Maybe meet the person that's standing in front of the line in front of you. Start building up your network. This is going to be a part of your business now and in the future.
Good point.
Yeah.
Now, what if you said that to me as a new agent, and I said, oh, Larry, that scares me. How do I do that? How do I say that to my friends? What would be your comeback?
My comeback is that your friends want you to be successful. They want to help you. They just don't know how. So you have got to ask them so that they know how, right? Because the last thing you want to see is you want to go through your social media timeline and one of your friends is posting that they just purchased a home and you didn't let them know that you were in the business.
What about me?
Yes. And so you have to just feel comfortable with it. Believe me, everyone wants to help you. They just need to know that you want to help.
I guess the takeaway from that is you need to ask for the help, so that they know, oh, well, if I can help you, what would I be helping you do?
Yeah.
And then you would say, well, do you know anybody that wants to buy? Do you know anybody that needs to sell their house or invest in property?
It's amazing, Rita, because I've been in the industry as long as I have, and I do this on a yearly basis. I'll send out this exact message to everyone that's in my phone, and I still get a ton of leads as though they didn't even know
I do the same
business.
thing.
So,
Same thing.
yeah.
Nothing changes.
So can you explain to our neophytes, when we talk about networking, just give them sort of a visual of what it's like to walk into a group and network.
No, and I totally agree. And one of the things that I see, so I am a networker I'm a volume networker. So I'm working the entire room trying to get cards and give cards out. My fortune is going to be in my follow-up. So I'll follow up with you later to find out the areas that we can do heavy business. But when I'm in the networking event, I'm trying to shake as many hands as I can and meet as many people as I can as well as I go through the process. And it's not, honestly, just keep in mind, you're in real estate. And so you're always going to be the subject of conversation. Everyone wants to always talk to a realtor.
That's right.
So they want to know what's going on in the market.
That's right.
You're always going to be the subject. So you don't ever have to hesitate on if you're going to be welcomed. You're going to say you're in real estate and be like, oh, hey, well, what's...
Everybody's always interested.
Always.
They are.
interested in real estate.
They are.
You're
No matter
the
who
most
they are.
popular person, yeah.
How that came about, Larry?
Well, you know, I come from the hip-hop genre. And so coming from that, everyone always had a tagline. So it may be Jay-Z, he was known as, I can't think of what it is now, but everyone had a tagline after their familiar names. And in real estate, I was just always talking about Texas real estate. Every platform, I went to Stephen F. Austin University. And so a lot of my friends is from the Texas, East Texas, Dallas, Austin area.
Sure.
And as I went back to network, every time they would always say, Larry, we see you posting pictures from all over Texas. And so, man, you're not just a real estate guy, you Texas real estate king. And one of my buddies said it and it stuck. And I was like, I like that. I'm Texas real estate king.
I'll take that.
Yes.
I like that.
And it kind of grew like wildfire. I believe people would, instead of knowing my name, they would say Texas real estate king. Hey, Texas real estate king. So it became just that thing.
Well, I've got a lot of that.
So, Larry, you've got your podcast. You do it in the evening. Why did you choose evening?
We chose the evening because it gave our guests, because we do guests as well, and so it gave our business professional, our other networking guests an opportunity to take care of their business and then come in the evenings.
Very thoughtful.
So, yeah, so it was just to give them an opportunity just to have some time.
And what has it done for you?
It's amazing. Branding is everything. So in 2018 and 2017, I authored a few books and I did a lot of public speaking.
And I asked you to bring your two.
And
they're awesome
today.
too.
And so I did a lot of public speaking to entrepreneurs, to realtors, and my agents started to say, well, we talk to you all the time. You need a bigger platform. The world needs to hear from you. And so instead of, blogging has always been a key thing. Well, now they have the term vlogging. And so I would just grab my phone and do a few vlogging throughout the day. They was like, no. You should actually find a radio station that's going to take this, or a platform of a podcast. And so one of my agents came to me. He structured everything, and thank you, Rick D. And so he structured everything, and he put this podcast platform together for us. And now we invite on great friends or people that I've known in the industry for quite some time, or even agents that I'm trying to help them grow their business, and we bring them onto the platform and just talk about the skill sets of our industry.
Now, how long have you been doing your podcast?
We've at episode 39. Today will be 40.
We're so close on that too.
So we're at 40. So I want to say maybe a year. I think we're going into getting close to a year.
And you're about
just under that. Yeah, just under that.
Yeah.
That's
I'd say like 25 or so, just like maybe a month or two apart. That's funny.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's visionary.
It is crazy. That is funny.
So Larry said branding. Branding is everything.
It's everything.
And do we absolutely agree at Champion School of Real Estate? Everything is our red, white, and blue colors.
Yeah.
We make sure that our shield is everywhere, our logo is everywhere. And sticking with your branding just is so important.
Yes.
But it's just one little increment of marketing. And I know that we talk about marketing. We have classes in marketing at Champion School of Real Estate. But you two experienced brokers, let us know what you think works best on the marketing side. So to speak, everything an agent needs to do on an ongoing basis to market themselves. What would that be? Do you want to start with that?
I would start with consistency.
Oh, he took it right out of my, unbelievable. Look
You
at
have to be
this.
consistent.
Look.
Consistency, that's right. You know, because that's the one thing that people remember is consistency.
That's the only way I even answer the question.
Yeah, 'cause that's the best way that I can
So
answer.
funny.
You have to be consistent. I'll give you something practical. One of the very
That's
first
awesome.
things I did was I took a database of everyone I'd ever met, and I put together. At this time, email was really becoming serious, so I started a newsletter. And so one of the things that I say, the smallest thing you can do is start a newsletter. It doesn't have to. You can have information about real estate, something personal about yourself that may have taken place over that month. And an opportunity for people to reach out to you. So start with a newsletter, but really keep it consistent. Whatever it is you're going to start to do it consistent. If you're going to do social media, do it consistent.
Now,
Find
when you
that
say
time.
consistent, we've got people wondering, well, what is consistent? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Is it every other month?
Yeah.
What do you consider
It
consistent?
depends on the project
That's
that you're
right.
undertaking.
That's
So
right.
whatever, like for me, my social media marketing is every day. Every day I have a time schedule that I'm going to be on there posting, reaching out to people, and it's based off of my impressions that I've seen when people are going to open
Are you
up my
doing
real
it
estate
yourself,
marketing.
or do you have someone who does it for you?
I do it myself. I do it myself because I don't mind having a personal touch. At one point, I did have someone doing it for me, but I chose to get back into it myself. And all it does is add a few extra hours to my working day.
Right, but who knows you better than you?
I agree.
And you wanted to
agree.
make sure you were hitting the key points
Yeah.
that you wanted to bring forward for the day.
And who knows the people that are reaching out to me? So these people that I went to school with, that I've known my entire life, then I can laugh at a joke, or I can throw it a joke that most people may not know, but that person may know. And, you know, those type of things when it comes to our conversation as I'm going back and forth.
What is your favorite media for social media? What do you like to use the most, or you're the most consistent with?
I am an Instagram fan right now. I'm an Instagram fan. And the reason being is because you can plug Instagram where it will feed into your Facebook and it'll feed into your Twitter. So you're really touching both of those avenues at the exact same time. So Instagram is visual, and you can also put the videos on there. People enjoy those. I think that the energy that you get from it is a lot more than the other outlets.
Well, you know what's fabulous about these two superstars talking about secrets to success, and right away they hit on social media. It's so very inexpensive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's time. It's just time. So as a new person, when you're thinking, oh, how do I find the money for all of my marketing? Right now, you all really jumped in on time.
Yeah.
Right.
So what other ideas come to mind on the marketing side that a new person would do, should do, needs to do, that doesn't cost them, but is more involved with their time?
I got this thing that I call grassroots marketing, right? It's making sure that you're sending out that text message of, hey, I just got into this industry. Who do you know that's looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate? But even more practical than that, get you some business cards, or get you a flyer made of what it is that you desire. And you can walk apartment complexes. Literally go door to door. So you're getting two things. You're getting exercise from doing this, and then you have an opportunity potentially to pick up business. Now, if you're smart about it, here's the secret. You put flyers on doors in apartment complexes, then you'll go back and use your Facebook ads and run ads for people that have cell phones in those particular areas. So they're going to start to see you several times, and they're going to take it as a sign that, hey, you know, this is meant to be.
Yeah. Good reinforcement to that.
Yeah, good reinforcement to it.
Literally walking the area.
I totally agree, because you have to be. Open houses are good, and you have to be consistent with those as well. If you don't have any business, now if you're busy and you don't need to generate any new business based on that, you can spend that time doing something else. That's fine. But I think that open houses is for everyone. Plus, again, it goes back to vlogging, right? You get a chance to take the videos, walk around the property, tour the property, speak about the property. So you're selling the property through your social media for your client, and then in addition to that, you're also putting another area to your niche for people to ask you questions about the property, and if they looking to sell the property themselves. So
Now Larry brought a couple of visuals, and the first one that I wanted him to show you is the wide or die.
Oh yeah.
And talk about that one for a minute.
So this right here is a pen, and this pen signifies for me. This is so I don't want you to think that I'm just automatically self-motivated when I go out and network. I take the energy and the drive that I need. So Ride or Die is a pen that I keep in my pocket, or I may even put it on me at networking events for people to walk up to me. But it really motivates me in our industry. We're in the sales industry, we're in the people industry, and if you don't continue to build your business wide, and that means meeting new people, building new relationships, then your business is going to die. We use the term lead generate. It's the same thing, lead generate, but in my mind, I want to go wide. I want to meet new people each and every day so that my business will never die.
Now, what's the heart about?
So the heart is, I'm a gratitude guy. I believe in saying thank you and appreciating everything that has happened.
Awesome.
So I keep this in my pocket, and anytime I dig in my pocket and I rub it, just gives me an opportunity to say thank you for something that I've been blessed with or the opportunity that I received. So this is
So
my
it's really
gratitude.
for
line.
you.
It is. This motivates me just to be appreciative, because I realize that I've been blessed to be a part of this industry. And the exposure that I've gotten from it. So it's always an opportunity just to say thank you throughout the day. So that's my gratitude.
And then you've authored 2 books.
I have.
And please go ahead and
Okay.
tell them the name of it. And
So this one is
them a
Empowering the
beautiful
Entrepreneur in You.
It is a good cover. I love it.
I think I look pretty sharp on
I
that too.
even do, man.
We look good on
I
red
can't pull.
ties, right?
I can't pull it off. Look, mine would be more like this.
And so this first book was what I found while myself and my business partner, Mr. Davis, were coaching and training up our agents, is that if you don't come from a sales or self-motivating background, it's very difficult for you to get up and want to get at it. And so this book it has tons of quotes, motivational quotes from everyone that I thought of as Zig Ziglar, Muhammad Ali, Tupac Shakur, just things that they said that really get you motivated, figuring out that you can work in this entrepreneur space, and even just keeping your kids, your family positive on a daily basis.
now,
that makes a
do
difference.
each of you do business plans with your agents? Do you encourage them to do a business plan?
Larry, do you want to go? I'll tell mine first, but I've talked first.
I do.
Why don't you
I
go
do.
ahead?
We map out a plan. We map out what their vision is. If they're based on time freedom, if it's based on income, if it's based on them wanting to just provide a service and extra income for them, then we base it off of that. So we do what's considered a business plan with them.
So, do you want to expand, Larry? Do you have other offices? What are your feelings about that?
No, I think it's great. I think that's the way that it's done nowadays. Because we were speaking about the number of agents and how you decide if you're going to actually expand into other markets and things like that. So, yes, we do plan on one day doing it. We've just been having so much fun with kind of just living life and the responsibility of our area and the few agents that we had. And that was kind of when me and Michael partnered up was in 2008. Right after everything, I had opened up my own company. It was called Brookstar Properties, and the market fell out. And then me and Mike had already had a relationship because we networked together a lot. We talked about our businesses a lot. And so he came over to the space that I was occupying, and we spent a year together getting to know each other. And then after that, the last 11 years we've been together as Brooks and Davis. And for us, I totally agree. If you go through a down market with someone and you successfully stay in that business full time, there's nothing that's going to get in your way. And for me, yes, I'm at a comfort level to where I don't worry about if I'm going to be able to pay my bills. Real estate is good.
That's a distant memory years later.
Yeah.
I was telling Larry, I never see the other side of his partnership. I know he's out there. And I'm wondering, did you sit down together and decide that you would be the visible one and he would sort of be behind the scenes? Or did it just happen
No, I think
over time?
Actually, that we did. We did, and part of it was that I'd always been, because of athletics and just being a volunteer, I love volunteering and giving time and energy. And so it just seemed like a natural fit that I would go out and do more of the being out and being more visible. Plus, my business partner, he has 3 kids. He loves he's the PTO president. He's the baseball coach. He loves those things about his life. He loves not answering his phone. Yeah, so he loves not having to answer his phone on Sundays and Saturdays if he chooses not to. And so for us, it's a perfect fit. That's what has allowed us to grow.
What advice would you have given your younger self back when you first started that might as well help our new people watching today? Something maybe you might have done differently.
One of the things I think I would have done differently, I didn't have a mentor when I first joined. I had visions. I've seen people be successful, but no one that I could tangibly ask a lot of detailed questions to. So I would really either join a team and really understand how this industry works, so you're learning faster, so you'll get to your goals faster. or I would get a mentor that's going to pour into me. And that may mean that you're paying for this mentor or this coach, or it may mean that you have a broker that's like, hey, I'm your partner. Don't look at me as just a subordinate, but I'm your partner. Whatever you do, whatever questions, I'll answer those for you. And it really leads back to, again, just getting active and being consistent, because although you may go out to a networking event and not know the answer to the question, just say, hey, you know what, our market is continually changing. Let me ask my business partner and give you some feedback.
I really have had some concerns with you. I mean, I really, that's exactly, I tell all the guys, I go, you're always just a step away. I go, don't ever try to sugarcoat it or not. If you don't know the answer, just say, hey, let me get back here. I go, let me give you about 5 minutes or so. And they're always 5 minutes away.
I always did that.
Yes,
Gives
I
you
love
another
that.
reason to contact that person also.
Love that.
Exactly, yes.